Hi boys and girls, we're going to play some 2-square and 4-square today. To play you need a 4-square or 2-square court. You don't have to have one that's already painted down. If you don't have access to that, you can use chalk and make one down in your driveway, somewhere in your backyard, anywhere you have enough room. Or you can use painter's tape to make sure it's not going to ruin a floor if you've got to play inside a house, maybe in a gym or a big wide open area. All right, now in 4-square and 2-square, this line right here that separates the 2 squares acts as the net, like in a game of table tennis, like ping pong, or maybe even a game of volleyball. You got to hit up over a net. First, let's find a ball to play with. A bouncy ball will work best, but you can use just about any ball that will bounce. The basic rules of 4-square are the ball must bounce once and only once in each square. The server in square 1 or A starts to serve underhand. Nice easy serve to get the game started. Make sure the ball goes over the line. Ball must be returned to another square if it bounces in your square. Here's what your basic 4-square court should look like. Numbers or letters A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. You always enter at square D and try to work your way up to king or queen of the court, which would be square A. Square A is the server. Any extra players are waiting outside of the court near square D. Square D is where you would enter the game. To get started, let's start with just a basic toss, let the ball bounce and catch. Toss, bounce, catch, making sure it's going over the line. Don't worry if you make a mistake. Miss Jen made a mistake in that the ball did not go over the line, so she is out. She moves down a square and Mr. Rich would move up a square and they would continue playing. Their toss, bounce, catch. Toss, bounce, catch. Toss, bounce, catch. Whoops, Mr. Rich let the ball bounce twice in his square, so now he is out and he's got to move down and Miss Jen moves up. Now they're ready for the next progression. Drop, strike, bounce, catch. Drop the ball in front of you, underhand strike so it goes up over the line, let it bounce and then catch it. Drop, strike, bounce, catch. Make sure you always use an underhand strike. If you use an overhand strike, the ball will not return properly. Now they're ready for the next progression of striking the ball back and forth over the net, letting it bounce only once in each square. Now to play 4-square, you need 4 people, 1 in each square. The person in square A serves the ball to get it going. Underhand strike, making sure it goes over the line each time and bounces only once in each square. Okay, in this situation, Mrs. Worrell returns the ball to Mr. Rich's court, but it lands on the line, so Mrs. Worrell is out. Game stops, ball returns to square A. Mrs. Worrell would step off the court, get in line, and everyone moves up 1 square. Since no one else is in line, Mrs. Worrell steps right back in at square D. Make sure it's an easy serve to start the game. The serve here is a little too low to get the game started. Miss Jen makes this mistake here, hitting the ball overhand and also bouncing it in her own court, so she is now out. She steps off the court, gets in line, everyone moves up a square. The mistake made here is Mrs. Worrell returns the ball to her own court. Mrs. Worrell is out, steps off the court, everyone moves up 1 square. The mistake made here is Mr. Rich hits the ball before it bounces in his court, so he is now out. He steps off the court, everyone moves up 1 square. The mistake made here is Mr. Arriaga hits the ball outside of Miss Jen's square, so he is out. He was unable to return it properly. here, the ball bounces twice in Miss Jen's court, so she is out. She would rotate out, wait in line, everyone moves up 1 square, and the game would continue with a new server. Once you've mastered the game of Foursquare, here's an advanced version our older students can play. If you catch the ball before it bounces in your court, the person who tossed it to you would be out. Mr. Arriaga made an attempt but missed, so he is out. He rotates out, and the game continues. Here, Mr. Rich catches the ball after Mr. Arriaga serves it to his court, so Mr. Arriaga would be out in that situation. And here, Mr. Arriaga catches a ball from Mr. Rich, so Mr. Rich is out in this situation. This is Catch Foursquare, a more advanced version. And here, Miss Jen catches a ball from Mrs. Worrell, so Mrs. Worrell is out. She steps out, and game continues. Now, Miss Jen serves the ball a little too soon here. Another rule is make sure everyone is ready to start the game. Alrighty, we hope you enjoyed our videos. Have fun playing 2-square and 4-square. If you have permission, please go look online. There are so many different variations of this game that you can play. We'll see you next time.